Okay, boys and girls, we are back for another week of cursive handwriting. So today we're going to be starting with the letter M. If you'll remember last week we finished up with the letter L and Friday was our practice day. So today we're going to get started with our next letter, the letter M, capital M. So you'll notice if you'll look for the number 1, it is actually right here up underneath this tail that's actually going to go up to the top line. We're going to go down to the baseline and then straight back up that same line. Make a hump at the top, come down, straight back up, add another hump, come down, and add a tail and stop at the dashed line. Now what you'll need to notice as you make each hump, even starting with that first tail, you'll notice that each hump after that is a little bit lower and a little lower. These do not touch the top line. So be careful of that as you're creating your letters today. So let's get started. We'll use our highlighter. So starting with where the number 1 is, we'll go up to the top line, straight down, straight back up, add a hump that's not quite to that top line, straight down, straight back up, this hump a little lower than the last one, and then come up to make a tail at the stop at the dashed line. Let's try again with our practice highlighter of the M, going down, up, down, with a tail. Alright, let's see how this works now that we've got to really make it on our own. Okay, so we're going to start just below the top line. We're going to go up, touch the top line, come straight down, touch the bottom line. Go back up and make a hump, not all the way up to that top line. Come down to the baseline, go back up, a little bit shorter on this hump, and then come up again. Alright, so it looks like mine didn't quite go high enough. So let me try again. So I'm going to go here to the top line, straight down, back up, but not quite to that top line. Up again, but not quite as high as the last one, and a tail. Okay, that was a little closer. Try another one. Down, up, down, up, down, tail. Okay, that one felt a little bit better to me there. Maybe I'm getting a little more comfortable with it. Down, up, down, up, down, tail. Okay, not sure that I can get another one in there, so I'm going to go ahead and put the highlighter to the last one on this line. And coming to the next line, practice. Okay, let's get started with our next one. Up to the top line, down to the baseline. Hump, hump, tail, down, up, down, up, tail. Now they're starting to look more like the first one that they gave us. One more. I'm going to finish out with this one here. Now you'll notice that words that start with a capital M would be Monday, May, March, and Mina, or some might even say Mina, but this looks more like Mina to me, so that's what I'm going to call her, Mina. Alright, so let's get started. Here's our capital M. Notice days of the week are capitalized. So we start with a capital M on Monday. Now notice that tail that comes back up is now going to go to 2 o'clock and come back around to make your O. And then we're going to go down, down for our N for Monday, around to 2 o'clock and back around, up, down to make our D, around to 2 o'clock, back around, down to make our A, and up, down, up to make the U-shaped part of the Y, down below the line, tail, and up. All right, so several letters in there that we know, but the new ones are M, and of course N is in here too, which we will be looking at for tomorrow. Okay, so let's put the highlighter down and let me try it on my own. Again, that M, hopefully that one feels pretty good to me at this point. Not quite touching that top line with my pen. Coming up to the dash line, around to 2 o'clock, and back around to make the O, and then a hump for the N, D, go to 2 o'clock, and then back around, up, down for the D, go to 2 o'clock, go back to your left again and around to make the A. Here's the tail on the A. Now you're going to go up, down, up to make the U-shaped part of the Y, then down to make that curly tail underneath, stopping at the dash line. Monday. All right, here's May. M, A, May. What's making the A sound in May? A-Y is making the A sound in May. And May is capitalized because it is the name of a month. We capitalize the names of months. All right, here's another name of a month. R. What's making the R sound? A-R. And then ch. What makes the ch sound? C-H. Okay. So here we have capital M, R is going to be A-R, Ch is C-H, March. Okay, Mina, Mina. Don't forget to go back, dot your I on Mina. Okay, here's our capital M. I, N, A. Remember, A goes to 2 o'clock, and then you go back to the left around to make the A. And then go back, dot your I. Mina. Now again, we've talked about these M's. Notice the M, for the lowercase m, has the 3 humps. We've been practicing these some, especially with our spelling words that have had M's in them. Notice that the lowercase m does start on the base line. Notice the 1 there, pointing up to go up to the dash line, down, up, down, up, down, up, finishing at the dash line. So you'll start on the base line, going up to the dash line, down, up to the dash line, down, up to the dash line, down, and then back up to the dash line to stop. Okay, so let's practice on our lined section here. And here we go. And let's make them on our own. Very carefully at first, just to make sure you're closely matching the example that was given to you. And if it doesn't match the first time, try a little harder the next time, and at least keep practicing until you get as close as possible to what the example looks like. Again, this is all new to you, so you're going to make some mistakes. It's okay. You're not perfect yet. But we're working on getting there. All right. Okay, one more time, I'm going to practice on this next line. Down, up to the dash line, up to the dash line, tail. Again, 3 humps for a cursive M. It's very new to us when we've been writing M's all this time with 2 humps in them for lowercase print. But for lowercase cursive, there's 3 humps in the letter M. That's something kind of tricky and a little different for a lot of us. Okay, words that have M's. Mammal, that's a good one. That one has 3 M's in it. Me. And minimum. Minimum. A small amount means a minimum. Okay, the smallest amount. All right, so let's get started. We've got M for mammal, so hump, hump, hump. 2 o'clock, back around, make an A, hump, 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 hump. Make sure you carry over right here. They don't need to have all the humps together. You need to have that correct joining there. Round to 2 o'clock for the A, back to the left, and then up tall loop for the L. Okay, so one more time. Notice the joining right here, going to another 3 humps so they're not joined together. Al. Noticing that the ah sound is actually coming from this A. A is making its 3rd sound here. It's not mammal, it's not mammal, it's mammal. A is making its 3rd sound. All right, I'm going to let you finish these on your own. You can continue on with me, minimum, but make sure you go back and dot the I's in minimum. You also have Mandy moved to Montana. That's a state. Milton and Mimi are members. All right, don't forget periods if you're doing your sentences. If you do not have time, remember Friday will be our chance to get caught up on anything that does not get done during the week.